we are going to discuss a very important chapter of class 10, this electricity. Electricity, here we are talking about the surges. Surges means electric surges, talking about electric surges. So what type of surges? The surge may be positive surge or maybe negative surge. Okay, so normally protons and electrons give this positive and negative surges. Protons give positive surge and electron gives negative surges. Like in your home also, the conducting wire, suppose copper wire. Suppose copper wire. That copper wire containing the copper atoms. Because it containing the copper atoms. In an atom that containing proton plus neutron and electrons are distributed in some cells. So these protons and neutrons commonly give the positive and negative surges. Okay, this is about the surge. Now we are going to discuss the two types of electricity. One is static electricity, another one is current electricity. One is static electricity, another one current electricity. Static means here this surge is electric surge is at rest. That means at stationary phase. Here imbalance surges produce imbalance. What is the meaning of imbalance? Imbalance surges means, suppose this static electricity generally it is showing by this insulators like that plastic, okay, rubber, okay, these are showing by some type of insulators. Why? Because here in static electricity we have to create imbalance surge. How? One example is when we rub a comb against our hair. When it is comb, then these electrons are transferred from one object to another object. So when electrons are transferred, so that object become positively charged. When electrons take the object, which is become negatively charged. So in that way, one may be positive and one may be negative. When we rub the comb against our hair, it is become negatively charged. As it is made up of plastic, suppose, so here suppose it is produced the negative surges. If we give close to some pieces of, suppose, paper, then it will attract, because it is in a neutral position that containing positive and negative surge, and here imbalance surge is there, that means negative surge is there, so it will attract this. That's why when we rub a comb against our hair or rub a plastic scale against our hair, if we give very close to some pieces of paper, then it will attract. Okay, because of this imbalance surges. But if you use a metal scale, it will not work in the same way. Why? Because metal, in case of metal, these surges will not be there, imbalance surge. Okay, so generally this static electricity is showing due to this imbalance surge, and these surges are at rest, they are not moving. Okay, that is about this static electricity. We are not